Serial killer in Austin, Texas? Let's find out. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everyone? This is Jacob Zamora, founder and owner of Dropzone Tactical, former U.S. Army paratrooper, private security specialist, and now a firearms instructor for Dropzone Tactical. So today there's been a report coming out saying that there's a serial killer in Austin, Texas for Lady Bird Lake. These have been rumors according to the research that I've done. Now, is there a real serial killer? Is there not? Who knows? But APD came out with a statement, Austin Police Department coming out with a statement saying, specifically verbatim, they're aware of speculations regarding a recent drowning in Lady Bird Lake. Although these cases are still under investigation and evidence is being analyzed at this time, there is no evidence in any of these cases to support allegations of foul play, meaning a serial killer. While each incident has occurred at the lake, the circumstances, exact locations, and demographics surrounding these cases vary. Our investigators approach every case with an open mind and objectively examine all available evidence. We work closely with the Travis County Medical Examiner's Office, which conducts a parallel investigation into all deaths. The medical examiner performs autopsies in each of these types of death investigations. The results of these autopsies have not revealed any trauma to the bodies nor indication of foul play, aka, again, serial killer or physical interaction with another person. So, one common theme of the drowning in Austin this year is that the combination of alcohol and easy access to Lady Bird Lake, which has numerous access points. Many of the access points can be challenged to see at night. The parks in which most of these drownings have occurred are park areas that close at 10 p.m. and occur after the park closes. We advise the public to follow the rules on park closures. Now, a lot of you guys may be like, well, it's another story, it's yada yada yada, whatever it is, whether they're serial killer or not. I'm coming on here to kind of give you tips to kind of help the situation, whether there is or there is not. So, some tips that I'm going to give you based on this, right? Because there's still investigation, just so what APD said. So if they find out there's a serial killer or there's not, and people are just being intoxicated and accessing the lake, here are some things that you can do to make sure that you're safer and more prepared. Anytime you go to Lady Bird Lake, it's a highly populated area and it's a nice place to go to for a walk or run or just sightsee or whatever you're doing there. So without further ado, here we go. The first tip I'm going to give you is to, if you're traveling anywhere at night near that area, which is Rainy Street area or downtown Austin, make sure anytime you're in a low light situation, you have a flashlight on you. I use a Surefire light, and we have one on our website that you can purchase from us at dropzonetactical.biz. Make sure you don't even have to buy it from us, but make sure that you have some sort of illumination so you can see at night. Number 2, if you're drinking alcohol, make sure you're following a buddy system. Make sure you have somebody there with you to make sure that nothing bad happens. There's millions of reasons why you shouldn't be traveling downtown at night intoxicated by yourself. There's dark alleyways, there's a lot of buildings, a lot of things can go wrong. AKA, if there is a serial killer, you are very vulnerable in that situation. So make sure you're traveling with a buddy or a friend or whatever to make sure that you're safe. Or set up checkpoints to make sure that you message them in that point, hey, I made it here. Hey, I made it here. So, battle buddy systems. All right. Tip number 3. It goes without saying of what my channel is, right, and what I talk about and who I am as a person, my career path, is to get proper training. There's no substitute for it. There's a lot of reasons why people say they don't have the time or they don't have the money, and you always have the time, and if money's an issue, save up for it, right? There's millions of instructors out there with millions of different prices. Even if you don't have the money for it, there's access points like YouTube, like I've done here, and like many of other people have done here, to give you proper training for free. Research, study, practice, get out on the range, get out in the mats for martial arts or whatever that you want to start your journey with, and get proper training. There's no substitute for actual fighting. Hence, self-protection or defending of yourself. You need to be able to defend and have those tools. So in order to do so, you need to fight with others, practice with others, get those skills really wrenched down, because it only matters when you need it, not when you don't. So All right, moving on to the next tip. So again, if we're traveling downtown, if we're traveling anywhere near a lake or near a waterbed or anywhere of that instance, we need to make sure that we have contingency plans. Set up a plan before, during that. If you know you're going to go downtown, you know you're going to go get drunk, or you know you're going to go do whatever, make sure you have a route planned out. You know where you're going to park, or a general area of where you're going to park. And you, again, that battle buddy system, this is where they play hard. Have a plan, develop a plan, where you're going to go, what areas are you going to be at. Make sure somebody knows ahead of time as well, because if you don't show up, we don't want to wait 48 hours, 72 hours, or whatever, just to find you floating in the river. All right, so those are some tips for you guys. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Is there a serial killer? Is there not? There's not a lot of information right now. They're still going an ongoing investigation, conspiracy theory, or somebody who's really good at doing their job and getting people out Lady Bird Lake. No matter what it is, let me know down in the comments what you think. If you want to come get training with us, go ahead and look at the links down below. Our website is dropzonetactical.biz. There are American Red Cross certification courses, firearms training for beginner to advanced, and we have a bunch of stuff there for you, including online programs. So again, let me know what you think. Let me know down in the comments if you like this video. Leave a like. If you didn't, dislike, but let me know why so we can improve it, and share this video with anybody you think would benefit from it. And I'll see you guys in the next video.